on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is MF Dividend Stocks. I'm your host, Joe. I want to thank everybody for subscribing from last time. I had a different video due today. I already got it done, took care of it. I just didn't post it because I wanted to make this because I saw on YouTube a lot of people were making videos about the stimulus checks and everything because they're starting to roll out now. I didn't like some of the videos, so I thought I would try to give my own spin on it. My plan for the video that I wanted to make was my end-year goal for 2020 and the setup I'm going to run with. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got 17 subscribers right now. We're going up every day, so thank you guys so much for checking it out and following and thumbsing up the video. All that stuff helps. It helps me grow. I really appreciate it. With the stimulus checks, I'm going to talk a little bit and show you a little bit of stuff. I'm going to try to make it pretty quick, but I'll leave links in the description for you guys to help out. The stimulus checks, the first thing you got to do, you got to make sure if you're working, if you're worried about getting laid off, and what's the most important thing to you guys. This is like, even in a downtime like this, there's an opportunity here. But I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just trying to do what I would do with the money. So these are my plans that I'm gonna look through as we get our stimulus checks and decide what to do. If you want to know what I want to be doing with the money, please subscribe, and I'll let you know in a few weeks whenever I get mine. I wasn't in the first round. So starting off with this, the first thing I would do is make sure that my family has food. Make sure there's a roof overhead. Make sure the electric's paid, the gas is paid, utilities, water. Make sure those things that are important to what I need. The second thing I would do is that if my situation is like, say, laid off, there's new stimulus packages coming out. I don't know if you guys heard of the what do they call it? Emergency payment plan. It's called emergency something. Emergency something. It's a bad name, but I don't want to get into that. If you want to get into that, leave a comment and ask about the new stimulus package, and I'll go over it in another video because I don't want to make this too long because I tend to ramble a lot. But make sure you take care of your family. Second thing you could do, you can go to TIC. I'll leave a link in the description. It's a saving account. It's a high yield savings account that gives you like what a lot of people don't tell you about until you look into it. It gives you like 1.5%, like 1.5% to start off with. You can either put, to get 1.7 or 1.8, you have to put in about either 25,000, which is ridiculous, or you have to put in a consistent $100 a month. So that's what I went with. I put in a couple hundred, and then I'm gonna do $100 every month to keep that high interest rate. Not with my stimulus check, but that you could start off like that. You could put in like $1,200 in there, and you can start doing $100 a month and build up an emergency fund. I think it's the best way to have an emergency fund. That's basically what you use it. Like, you could do it in a bank account if you want, but you're not gonna let your money work for you. If you're gonna hold on to that because there could be a layoff or you're laid off now, the best thing to do is put all that money, if you don't need it for everything else that we talked about, you put it in there. Now, say if you're lucky and you have a secure job and you happen to have an emergency fund already. Another thing you can do with the money is subscribe to my new Twitter. Now, follow me on Twitter. Somebody asked about it, so I made it all up. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys. But the first thing you can do if you have an emergency fund already, you can think about M1 financing. They have set up for profiles. You can put in an IRA. A Roth IRA is something that could be really good for you to start now, especially if you're young. If you're like around 18, 20 years old, in your 20s somewhere, even in your 30s, you could put in like, say, $1,000 or $2,000 a year in this. And after you turn 59 or 60, you're going to have a lot of money in the account. We can do a deeper dive on this if you want, but this is something simple. I'll leave the link in there. You can auto invest. A good thing to do if you put your $1,200 in here, you can create your own profiles here, or just pick one like, you know, you want to retire in 2030. aggressive thing. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. ETFs are in here. You can actually pick regular stocks, put like Home Depot, Microsoft, Coke, Pepsi, anything you want. You can make your own pie. It's probably, if you're doing a long time investing, what you could do is you could do auto invest. You add a bank, put auto invest in, put like $100 in there if you can, something like that once a month, and it'll just start building up. It's something to get you going. You know, you'll easily put $1,000 in there if you do $100 a month. You'll put about $1,200 in every month, and if you're young, you're in your 20s, early teens, it's not a lot. I know you're not making a lot, but it'll be huge when you get older. It'll be unbelievable. And if in an emergency, you can take everything out but the interest. So if you need it, you don't want to do that. It has to be like a real need, not because you need a new car. Just be smart when you decide to take it out if you have to. But this is a really good idea to do if you're younger. If you're older, it's still good because it's still extra money. If you want a deeper dive, leave a comment below and I'll explain this a lot more with Roth IRAs and their benefits. All right, the last thing I got is if all those other options are good, you're working, you know you have a solid job, you don't think you're working for a company that can work through this crisis down in the market, you're not in a threat to lay off, pick the Roth IRA if you want. But if you have a Roth IRA already, this is my like stimulus money package. And you know, if it's you and your wife, you can double all these things, double all these same ideas. Like even with the high interest yield savings account, you can put $2,400 in there. If you have a couple kids, put like $3,400 in there or something, like whatever it adds up to. You get 3 to 6 months on your emergency fund with the high interest yield. It'll be good, safe for you, something that you can pull when you wanna. You get the M1 finance. You can set up your profile together, make it like a family thing. You can put up to like $550 or $600 a year inside of here. And you can start building it together. Maybe she could take 50 out of her paycheck, you could take 50 out of yours, make it 100 like that. Or if you put all your money together, put 100, maybe 150, depending on what you can afford. But always have something going in here. It's gonna, compound interest is gonna be a monster for you. But if you wanna do something a little more risky, because it's kind of like extra money for you, but you don't wanna go buy an iPhone, or you don't wanna go buy a new computer, or get a lift kit on your car with the money, you know, like, yes, that stuff is fun. But this is the time in markets like this where you can make a difference and do something good. This is going to be the safest way that I can think of. Granted, I'm not your financial advisor, so do your own thing. This is just my opinion when I'm thinking about doing. This one is going to be a little bit different because I tried to be like nice, stable, easy. Like it's only going to bring you 33 in a year. It's just around $1,200, so you can double this. You'll get 66 a year about. The dividend yield is only 2.7. You can see here, click on the payouts. You can see May, June, like it all go when you reinvest it. That's how it works, you know. But the dividend growth last 5 years is 7.8. It's 100% is likely safe. You can't guarantee it, but it's a safe deal. So we're going to go over this real quick. The first one, Apple. You buy one Apple stock. It's 99% safe. A 10% the last year, $3 a year. It's not going to kill you, but it's something for you to work on. It's a good base for you to work on. It's going to be a safe earner. It's not going to be like, oh, let me take some risk and try to make more money. This is going to be a safe one. IBM, $118. You buy one of those, 5.6. Say the dividend yield is low. It's only one. But it's a safe company. You know Apple's going to be around. They're not going to go away. IBM. This is probably the only risky one in here a little bit at 65, but it's to boost you up a little bit. This is a 6er. So you can switch this around, do whatever you want. This is just my suggestions. Granted, I'm not in charge of your life. We got J&J, Johnson & Johnson, doing really good. This one I was thinking about switching out with Disney, but Disney's a real low dividend yield, but they have a big upside. Johnson & Johnson's not a bad company at all, and it'll probably be all right through the whole thing, but they're going up. Like, they're one of the stocks that are growing even in the down market, so you got to be, when everything settles down, they might come down. They might not. I have no clue. but they're a nice security. Even if they do come down 99% saved, you get $4 annual. It's not bad. You're supposed to add to this and start building up. Use your like pies on M1. If you got Robinhood, I'll leave a link in the description. You get free stocks. You'll be able to soon. They'll be able to do partial shares, so you can buy a little bit of all these. Like put $100 in and just like kind of mix them all up and just get them built up and stuff. That's like what M1 Finance does really well, and Robinhood's trying to do the same thing now, or something along those lines. 3M's $144, 4% dividend yield. This is like a start, guys. I'm telling you, 75 cents. You know, safe. 6 a year. This is a little one that can give you a little bit more like the other one. Microsoft. You get one stock, 170 a year. What is it? 1.9. This is the one I had. I sold this one not because anything bad about Microsoft. I think I sold it for 168, so I actually went up a little bit more. It's a very safe stock. It's $2 a year, but it's a consistent money. It's consistent coming in. Microsoft's not going to go nowhere. Well, at least you hope that it's not going to go nowhere. Pepsi. I've been up and down with Pepsi and Coke, but for this one I picked Pepsi because I think it has a bigger upside and more room to grow than Coke, but Coke's like nice and it's an old school, like aristocrat, just keep going. Pepsi's got some room still. It's been around for a while, but Pepsi got room. So you get one of those, 93%, very safe, $4 a year. I got Pfizer. This is where I took a little bit to try to get you a little bit more. You get 2 stocks, $35. 75 is pretty safe. Granted, you don't know what's going to happen, but Pfizer is a good company. You got $3 there. The yield is pretty good. Verizon. This was kind of new when I was looking up. I was going to put AT&T here, but I wanted to do a little something different. Verizon's going to be around. AT&T should be around. You get 2 of these for $56, and this is the starting point, 4.32, 87%. A really safe company, also very safe. Had a little bit of a very slow on the gains, the growth, but we got averages, we got fast, we got a little bit of a slow one. We got stuff working. So it's 10 total stocks. It's $11.89, so you just got a little room to spare just in case prices go up or down when you decide to do this. Dividend yield average is 2.78, which is not great. It could be a lot better, but this is just to keep you like, you know, this is really like you got the dividend growth coming in, and then on top of it, hopefully these prices go back up to where they used to be. Then if you want to do something different, like sell some of your stock, buy some other stock, or do something else with it, or just keep adding to this as a steady grower, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. That's just how it works. It's called compound interest. And you just keep reinvesting your dividends, reinvesting them, maybe adding another piece here or there. But it's a lot in technology, a little in healthcare, a little in industry, a little in consumer staples, a little in communications. It kind of got a lot of technology here with Apple and Microsoft. But you got a little bit of everything, and these are pretty safe. All right, guys. I don't have anything else. There's going to be a video out tomorrow. On Friday, it's going to be a bonus video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to hop on over to Twitter. I have no followers. I'm following 4 people. I have no followers. All right, I want to be into this. I'm be like tweeting some stuff out, tell you what's going on if I find any deals or anything like that, or something that's exciting for right now. All right, so remember to follow me on there. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, hit subscribe, put on the bell for notifications so you know as soon as my video comes out, so I can get happy when it posts and it goes up a couple of views. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.